this session is for you specifically. And I forgot to record, but I've just started recording so that we can share this with anyone who isn't able to join us today. So I just want to go through a few tips and strategies for managing home learning. So our goal today is to help you help children at home. Before we start, if I can just ask everyone to just maybe turn your video on quickly and give us a thumbs up if you'd like me to stop every page so that Ms. Diana can translate in Kinyarwanda. So if you can just you can put it in the chat window or turn your video on or your audio and let us know. Can you just give that message, Ms. Diana?
Okay, so uyu munsi icyo tugiye gukora ni ugufasha abafasha b'abana, ntabwo ari ibyo ababyeyi n'abafasha abana, abigisha abana mu rugo kugira ngo bamenye uko bazafasha abana babo. Nimba ari gusobanura ukumva ushaka ko asubira inyuma cyangwa ufite ikibazo, urakora kuri raise hand kugira ngo ahagarare cyangwa akomeze. Ahagarare kugira ngo mbasobanurire.
Okay. So I see someone who is working with Isabel. Who is working with Isabel? Hi.
Hi.
Would you like Kinyarwanda this morning?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I see someone who is working with Nora. Who's working with Nora? Good morning. Hi. Would you like Kinyarwanda?
Both.
Both.
I'm okay
Perfect.
with both.
Okay, great. And who is NT? Who is this? Who's here with us? Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Which child are you working with?
With Kian and Crystal.
Okay, great. All right. Would you like Kinyarwanda?
Both Kinyarwanda or English, it's okay.
Great. Okay. All right. So we'll stop and we'll just work in English and Kinyarwanda throughout the session. Please feel free to ask a question. You can put a question in the chat window, or you can raise your hand and we will try to stop and answer it, and we will answer you can ask your question in any language and just let us know if you need us to stop and explain something again. Okay, so today there are 3 things that we're going to talk about. The first is about how to prepare for home learning. The second is about guiding children through the home learning process. And the last part is about communicating. So what I mean is getting help and working with the teacher or the teaching assistant. Do you want to share that, Diana? I'll just pause so you can share. Ms. Diana? Have we lost you?
Yeah.
You are. Can you?
So uyu munsi turavuga mu ibintu bitatu: gutegura umwana, kumufasha uko akora akazi, no kumenya uko wamufasha iyo akeneye ubufasha, kandi niwo wabibwira yaba umwarimu cyangwa assistant.
Okay. All right. Okay, so our first thing to consider is how to prepare for home learning, which means getting children ready to learn at home. Okay, so the first place that we start is with respect. So by this I mean, if learning is going to happen at home, there must be an environment of respect between the children and the adults who are working with them. Ms. Diana, I'm just going to pause and not say too much at once so that you can share, so you don't have too much to remember. Okay.
Okay. So ikintu cya mbere tugiye kuvuga ni ugutegura. Mu gutegura hari kubaha umwana n'akazi agiye gukora n'igihe batangirira, noneho aho bakorera akazi akaba ari ahantu ashobora gukorera akazi atagize ikimwangira gukora akazi.
Okay. So there are 3 important parts of establishing respect. The first one is to have boundaries, to have limits or rules that are in place. And these must be shared with children every day. This is how we eat. This is where we sit. This is when we work. This is how we speak to each other. And children learn when they hear things again and again. So these are things that must be understood and communicated every day.
Okay. So ikintu cya mbere muri respect ni kubaha umwana, ni kumuha umwanya wo gukora, ukamureka agakora umwanya ukarangira mbere yo kugira ikindi kintu ukora, noneho ukamwereka ubumuntu kugira ngo ukajya umubwira neza, ukamwigisha kubwira abandi nabi akavuga neza, noneho ukanamwigisha ibintu guhora usubiramo icyo uri kumwigisha. Ni aho wigisha arakora akazi, uko yicara, uko arya, gutyo ni guhora umusubirira.
Okay. The next piece is kindness. And this is something that we must model for children. We show them how we treat others with kindness, and we always expect kindness from children. This means they ask for things nicely. They say please. They say thank you. We don't shout. And if we need something, we ask for help. We don't demand help. And this is something that is a challenge, and it has to go both ways. So it must be something that children can see in adults, and we must expect it from them at every age.
Okay, icya kabiri ni ugufata abantu neza, kwigisha abana gufata abantu neza, nimba ashaka ikintu akagusaba ku neza, atari ukuguha komande, gushima umwana akamenya gushima, kuko ibi ni ibibazo bihari. Hari abana bafata neza, nta gusakuriza umuntu, nimba ashaka ikintu akamenya gufasha akabira.
Okay. And the last piece is consistency. This means doing things the same way all the time. Rules are the same every day. Boundaries are the same every day. And we are always showing kindness. And children are always expected to show kindness. This is how children really learn and begin to follow those expectations and show respect, if it's the same every day and from every adult that they work with.
Okay. Icya gatatu ni ukudahinduka, ibintu bigakomeza ari kimwe. Ni ukuvuga ngo nimba ari ukumwigisha uko yicara akaba ariko bikomeza, nimba ari ukwigisha abantu neza akaba ariko bimeze. Buri munsi ibintu ntibihinduke, niyo haba habaye ikintu bihinduke, umwana agakomeza afata abantu neza, abubaha. Ikintu cyose ni gutya abana biga, noneho bakazakomeza kubikora mu buzima bwabo.
Okay, So when we say respect at school, what we teach children is that they must respect themselves, others, and environment. So they must take care of themselves, take care of other people, and also take care of their space and their surroundings. If this is in place, then the learning can happen.
Okay. So icyo twigisha abana ku ishuri ni ukwiyubaha, kubaha abandi, kubaha aho bakorera ibyo bakoresha, no kubaha buri kintu cyose kibari iruhande bakubaha. Iyo bubashye gutyo nibwo kwiga bitangira.
Okay. The other important part of preparing for learning is to prepare the time and the space. Okay, so we say this is creating structure or order.
Okay. Ibindi byo gutegura ni ugutegura umwanya, amasaha umwana agomba gutangira gukora, n'aho agomba kurangira, n'ahantu agomba gukorera.
Okay, and there are three parts of structure. One is the schedule. Having a schedule that we follow every day is very important. This is not only the schedule the teacher gives, but even when do we have snacks? When do we have lunch? When do we play? When do we take a break? All of these things must be planned.
Okay. Ikintu important ni ugushaka uwo mwanya kuwutegura. Gutegura umwanya ni ukuvuga ngo arakora akazi ryari, arajya gufata ifunguro ryari, arakina ryari. Yes, that's it.
The other piece is the space. It is very helpful if children have a specific space where they learn every day that might be different from where they play or where they eat or where they sleep. So this is something to work with the parents to make sure there is a space where we learn at home.
Okay. Ikindi cya kabiri ni ahantu umwana akorera. Uvuga ngo ni ugushakisha ahantu akorera buri munsi ntihahinduke, atandukanye n'aho arira n'aho akina. Ibi ngibi ni ibintu mwavugana n'ababyeyi mugafashanya mugashakisha aho umwana yakorera.
And it's important that children are responsible for their learning space. So they should be cleaning up their work materials. They should be deciding, this is where I'm going to sit, this is where I'm going to work. So children should be part of preparing that space.
Okay. Kandi ni byiza iyo umwana aba ari we uri ushinzwe ahantu akorera, uburyo niba aranje kuhakorera ahahanagura ibintu byose akabibika akabishyira ku ruhande ku buryo agarutse yagaruka ibintu byose akabibona aho yabitse.
Okay, and of course their materials: paper, pens, pencils, crayons, scissors, a tablet, whatever they're going to be working with should be ready at the beginning of the day, and children can help to prepare that.
Ibintu byose cya gatatu ni ibintu byose umwana akeneye gukoresha, yaba ikayi, yaba amakaramu, yaba computer cyangwa za iPad, ikintu cyose akeneye gukoresha byaba byiza ariko mbere y'uko atangira ibintu byose biba biri hamwe biteguwe uburyo atangira.
Okay. In our school, the classroom is a very important part of learning, and it is planned carefully. So this can happen at home also.
Okay, so ku ishuri ahantu mu ma classes aho bana bigira na ahantu important. Yes. so kuko hafasha umwana kwiga neza, so byaba byiza no mu rugo ahantu yigira hameze neza haranze.
Okay. And we recommend that the adults help children to review their plan at the beginning of the day and again at the end of the day. What is our schedule? Where are we learning? What do we need to learn? Okay.
So byaba byiza mufashije abana mu gihe bataratangira bakamenya icyo bakora, icyo bari gukora, icyo bagiye gukora, n'umunsi warangira bakamenya ibyo bakoze, niba hari ikintu bagomba guhindura, aho bagomba gukorera buri gihe.
Okay. I'm just going to show you two pictures. This one is an example of how you could post a schedule, an easy schedule, so that children can see it. Even very young children will understand with images, pictures, if there's a schedule posted, and they can come back and look at this throughout the day to help them stay on track and to help them understand when they will be able to have a break. This one.
Okay, so ibyo aberetse ni example yuko wakora schedule y'umwana kugira ngo akayirebaho iyo agiye gutangira yanarangiza akaza kuyireba.
And this is a photo of a space with learning materials. So this is something that can happen at the home, where there are letters to work with, there are crayons or markers ready. The materials that teachers have sent home can be placed on that shelf so that children can always access them.
Okay, iyo yindi naho ibikoresho umwana akoresha bibitse, murabona ko aho ngaho harimo nk'amalete umwana ishuri ryohereje, aho bikorerwa, aho bibikwa kugira ngo umwana nabishaka azaze kubifata atarinze kubaza.
Okay. Okay. Are there any questions about preparing for learning? Okay, let's continue. So the next part is guiding children through learning. Even teachers are guides in Montessori. So the teacher is there not to give knowledge, but to help children find their own knowledge and learning.
So icya kabiri ni gufasha. No ku ishuri abarimu n'abafasha, ntabwo ari abo gutanga komande cyangwa gutanga ibintu abana bagomba kumenya, ni gufasha abana kwiga.
And the goal of the adult is to help children learn as independently as possible. We want children to be independent.
So icyo dushaka ni kugira ngo abana bamenye kwiga nta bufasha, badashaka kuza gushakisha ubufasha buri kanya, bakamenya kwikorera atari ngombwa ngo umuntu ababiruhane.
Okay, so when I say independence, here are some ways that you as the adult can help children to become independent.
Okay, muri independence ni agiye kubereka uko mwafasha abana kugera kuri.
Okay, number one is choices. It is important to give children some choices about how they are going to learn, when they are going to learn, and even what they are going to learn. So this says, this is what we're doing now. And you can ask the child, what are we going to do next? Here are your choices.
Okay, icya mbere ni uguha abana shuwa, ni ukubereka shuwa, wenda ukamubwira turi gukora iki ngiki aka kanya, urashaka ngo dukore iki, utamuhaye komande ngo ugomba gukora ibi ngibi, kumubwira turi gukora iki ngiki aka kanya, urashaka gukora iki next.
Okay. Another way, which is very important, is to watch and observe a child learning without interrupting or intervening.
Okay. Icya kabiri ni ukureba akazi umwana ari gukora bitagombye ko hagira icyo ubivugaho cyangwa hagira icyo ubikora, wowe ukareba gusa ukamwihorera.
So this means if a child is working, it is important to try not to stop them or correct them or fix what they are doing, even if they are making mistakes.
Ibi ngibi icyo bivuga ni byiza iyo uretse umwana agakora, wowe ukabireba gusa ukamureka agakora, niyo wabona ko ari kubikora nabi ukamureka agakora, bitabaye ngombwa kumubwira ngo abigire neza cyangwa ukamureka.
This helps children become the manager of their own learning, and it makes sure the teacher can see what children can really do.
Ibi ngibi bifasha umwana kumenya ko akazi ari ake yagakoze, noneho bigafasha n'umwarimu kumenya icyo umwana ashoboye gukora n'icyo adashoboye gukora.
Okay. Another way to develop independence is to help children have responsibility for their learning and for their space. So this means helping to clean up their materials. It means encouraging them to sit and commit to their learning task, to start it and finish it, so that they are growing in their responsibility.
Okay. Ikindi cyabafasha kugera kuri independence ni ukubareka akaba ari bo bari responsible mu mwanya aho bakorera, kuvuga ngo aho akoreye ibyo akoresheje akaba ari we ubifata akajya kubibika, akamenya aho yabibitse kandi akamenya niba ahantu he hasa neza, n'akazi ke akaba ari ukikorera akamureka.
One very helpful idea for this is called I do, we do, you do. I do, we do, you do. If you want to say that, then I will explain.
Ikintu gifasha ni statement ifasha ni ndakora, turakora, urakora.
Okay. This means this is something to do before the child does their work. First, the adult shows them how to do it. Then the adult and the child do it together. And then the child does this alone, independently, to share with the teacher.
Okay, ibi ngibi bivuga ngo ubwa mbere wowe nk'umufasha w'umwana umwereka uko babikora, ubwa kabiri mukabikorana, ubwa gatatu akakikorera ko aze kwereka umwarimu uko yabikoze nimba abasha kubikora.
So when the child is working alone, if they make a mistake, it's okay, it's fine. Then the teacher can understand what the child can do alone.
Okay, so iyo umwana ari gukora akazi wenyine ni byiza niyo yakora ikintu nabi, kugira ngo umwarimu amenye ibyo abashije gukora n'ibyo atabashije gukora.
Okay. Another important part of home learning is to have children contribute to the family. This means every day they should clean up after themselves, they can help prepare meals, they can help with clothing, sweeping, tidying the house, and they can also keep their own bedroom neat and tidy.
Ikindi kintu cyafasha abana kwiga ni ukwigisha abana gufasha mu rugo, nko gusukura ibyumba byabo, kuzinga imyenda yabo, no gufasha gutegura ibyo.
Okay. This can be part of the schedule every day, so they are developing responsibility.
N'ibi ngibi byajya muri timetable twavuze kare, kugira ngo bijye mu bintu umwana agomba gukora.
Okay. Another important thing is to help children manage time.
Ikindi cyiza ni ugufasha abana bagakoresha amasaha yabo.
So there are some important ways to do this. The first is to check the schedule for Zoom calls every week and even every morning on Seesaw.
Okay. Ikintu cya mbere ni kureba amasaha ya Zoom ni ayahe buri cyumweru kandi na buri gitondo, buri munsi mu gitondo.
This will prevent problems getting into Zoom calls.
Ibi ngibi bizatuma batagira ibibazo byo kujya mu nama za Zoom.
Okay. It's also important when you have a schedule for the day to stick to the schedule. Help children to consistently follow the schedule every day.
So ni byiza rero ya timetable nibyo izagufashamo kugira ngo mukomeze mukoreshe amasaha mutagize icyo muhindura.
And it is a good idea to chunk. I don't know if there's a word for that in Kinyarwanda, but to put one step or one task at a time, so that it's not too challenging for children to work for a long time.
Ikindi kintu ni buri mwanya, buri saha, buri kintu kikagira umwanya wacyo, atari ugufata ibintu bibiri ukabishyira mu mwanya.
And of course, children, is it okay? Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Of course, children need to rest, and we need flexibility. Sometimes they might need an extra break, but they always need breaks to have a snack, to have their meals, to have playtime, to have a drink of water. All of these things are important and can be put into the schedule and also changed if needed.
Okay, ikindi kintu ni ugushyiraho umwanya wo gufata ifunguro rya saa yine, rya saa sita, ugashyiraho n'umwanya wo gukina. Ari bishobora guhinduka umwana agakina agakenera wenda umwanya munini wiyongeyeho I can't remember the word. Umwana agafata umwanya wo gufata break. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Right. Can I continue? Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I just want to talk about completing the work. Okay. So it is a good idea for the adult to read instructions on Seesaw activities out loud if possible, and always let the child listen to audio instructions or view a video before they start the activity.
Okay. Ikindi ni ibyo kurangiza akazi. So ni important yuko wowe nk'umufasha w'umwana wafata umwanya ukajya gusoma ntuza ibyo umwarimu yanditse uko abana bakora akazi, noneho umwana akumva audio cyangwa video umwarimu yohereza.
When children are showing work, it does not have to be perfect. It is about showing the teacher what I know. It's okay if it's not perfect.
Iyo umwana ari kwerekana akazi, nta kibazo nimba ako kazi kadasa neza. Umwana ari kwerekana akazi ashoboye gukora nuko ashoboye kugakora, ntabwo ari ngombwa ngo kabe ari keza.
If adults are helping children too much, it means the teacher can't understand exactly what the child knows and can do.
Iyo ufashije umwana cyane mu kazi ke, ntabwo umwarimu amenya aho icyo umwana azi aho ageze, kubera ko akenshi ntabwo aba ari we wagakoze kuko baba bamufashije cyane.
Okay. In Seesaw, there are many different ways to submit work to the teacher.
Muri Seesaw hari inzira nyinshi zo kwerekana akazi umwarimu umwana arangije.
Sometimes it will be the student's choice. So they will click add response, and then they can add a photo, they can add a drawing and speak over the drawing, or add text. They can add a video, they can upload something from their tablet or computer, they can add a note, they can add a link. There are many, many different ways to show their learning.
Okay, hari igihe mu gutanga akazi, hari igihe uko akazi gagomba gutangwa ari ishusho y'umwana, so either akohereza video, akohereza audio, akandika notes cyangwa akohereza website link y'aho umwana.
The most important thing is to see the instructions and make sure that pictures are very clear so that the teacher can read them. And it's okay to take extra photos or try again if the image is not clear.
Ikintu cyaba cyiza ni uko mwareba amabwiriza batanze y'ukuntu yuko amafoto agira kugira ngo akazi umwarimu abashe kukabona. Nta kibazo ufashe amafoto menshi kugera aho akazi kaboneka.
Yeah. Sometimes the teacher will give students a specific way to show their learning. So this is an example, and I'm going to show you a few important parts of this way of submitting work.
So hari igihe umwarimu avuga uko abana bagomba gutanga akazi. Iyi ni imwe muri example uko umwarimu yerekana ufasha.
Even when a child has started their work, they can still see the instructions again if they need help, right here at the top. This says,
Niyo umwana yatangiye,
go ahead.
Niyo umwana yatangiye akazi, ashobora kongera agasubira inyuma akabona amabwiriza umwarimu yatanze aho hejuru.
Sometimes they will move pieces on the template. Sometimes they will write on it. Sometimes they will add video. Sometimes they will speak over it. And these tools are here on the side.
Okay. Hari igihe, okay, sorry, come again.
Sometimes they will write a response. Sometimes they will move pieces. Video, audio, there are many ways to do it, and the tools are here and also at the bottom.
Okay, so hari igihe bazandika kuri kuri template cyangwa bagakuraho template bakandika cyangwa bakakoresha video.
Sometimes there are many different places to add responses, and you will see them here on the right. There are for example, here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different questions for children to answer.
Okay. Hari igihe umwarimu azohereza ibibazo ku ruhande, so ibyo ngibyo yaberetse n'ibibazo bitandatu bitandukanye by'uko umwana yasubiye.
If a child is having trouble with their work, it's a great idea to have them add audio response so they can explain what they're doing, and then the teacher can understand what they were having trouble with.
Iyo umwana afite ikibazo cy'akazi, ni byiza iyo ari gutanga akazi ke agashyiraho ntuza audio, ari kuvuga ikibazo afite, ari kuvuga icyo ari gukora n'ahantu.
When they're finished, they can choose the green check. And if they're not finished and they want to stop and come back, they can choose the orange check. And then they can come back to it again later.
So iyo arangije akazi ashaka kugatanga, akora aklikinga kuri green check, icyatsi, aho icyatsi, and then iyo atararangiza ashaka kukabika agaklikinga kuri check y'abandi.
Okay. If you want to check and see what other work needs to be done, what is not finished, what has already been completed, you can choose activities, and the children will be able to see what do they still need to do, what is already in progress, and what is finished.
Okay. Iyo ushaka kureba akazi umwana yakoze, ushaka kureba akazi, noneho hari ahantu hari akazi atarakora agomba gukora, akazi arimo gukora, n'akazi yakoze.
This is another time that you can give students a choice by showing them what are the activities they need to do and giving them some choice about what do I do first, what do I do next, what do I do last.
Uyu ni undi mwanya wo kwereka wo guha abana shwa. So iyo ugiye kureba akazi agomba gukora, ukamwereka akazi agomba gukora, noneho ukamubaza ako ashaka gukora ku kanya, ako ari bukore arangije.
Okay. Any questions before I move to communication? Okay. So the last important part is communicating with teachers if a child needs help, or to hear from the teacher.
Okay. Icyanyuma ni uko bavugana n'umwarimu cyangwa uko bavugana n'umwarimu cyangwa ushaka kubwira umwarimu.
Okay. When a child has finished their work, they will receive feedback from the teacher. This will show as text or sometimes as a message, an audio message from the teacher underneath the work.
Iyo umwana arangije akazi yagatanze, hari message iza hasi umwarimu aba yohereje cyangwa ikaza ari audio.
This is a really important part of every day because children love to hear from their teacher. It makes them feel good to hear directly from the teacher. So make sure this is part of your schedule, to read or listen to what the teacher says.
Okay, so mukareba ubu ni ngombwa yuko muza kureba icyo umwarimu yavuze, nimba hari andi mabwiriza cyangwa kuko ni byiza iyo umwana amenye icyo umwarimu yavuze byerekana n'akazi.
Okay, if a child needs help, we really encourage adults to help children get help themselves.
Okay, nimba umwana akeneye ubufasha, ni byiza nk'umufasha we kumufasha kwifasha.
Sometimes the adult might need to help and contact the teacher, but if possible, the child should do it.
Okay. Hari igihe bakenera ubufasha, ubwo ngubwo wakugisha umwarimu cyangwa ariko akenshi na kenshi kureka umwana.
This is very easy to do. In the main page in Seesaw, first they click add, this green add button.
Okay. Ni biroroshye kubikora, kujya kuri page home page noneho ugaklikinga kuri add.
They can add a video to ask for help. They can also add text to ask for help. They could draw something, and they can always add audio if they write text or draw something. So they can speak to ask the teacher for help. This means children of every age can ask for help themselves, even if they can't type yet.
So gusaba ubufasha, umwana ashobora kohereza video, ashobora kohereza note cyangwa kohereza audio. Ibi ngibi ni byiza kuko abana b'imyaka yose n'abataramenya kwandika bakohereza message ivuga aho bakeneye.
Okay. If the adult needs to contact the teacher, this might be because of technical difficulties or problems with Zoom, or there might be a difficult question about an activity or how to use Seesaw.
Nimba umufasha ukeneye nawe ko bagufasha mu gufasha umwana yerekanye na technical, ibibazo bya technical cyangwa muri Zoom cyangwa muri hari ikibazo wenda umwana afite ikibazo nawe ushaka ko bakigusobanurira cyangwa ko bakoresha Seesaw.
The best way for adult helpers to contact teachers is with the Seesaw Family app. Any adult who is helping children can be added to their account so that the adult can communicate directly with the teacher.
So, muri ntuza hari family, muri ntuza family Seesaw. So nimba ufasha umwana wari wese umubyeyi umwana yagushyira muri account noneho ukamenya ko ubaza ibibazo.
If you would like to use this, please ask the parents to share your contact with us.
Nimba wumva ushaka gukoresha family Seesaw, byaba byiza uvugishije umubyeyi w'umwana agatanga information yawe ukabishyira.
Okay. Parents can also use Montessori Compass, and any adult can use teacher email addresses.
Also ababyeyi nabo bakoresha Montessori Compass, naho bagushyizeho byagufasha.
Okay. Teachers are not using WhatsApp this year for communication with families, so we ask that everyone try to use Seesaw as much as possible for this communication.
Abarimu ntabwo bari gukoresha WhatsApp muri iki gihe, so ni byiza kominikasiyo zose ziciye kuri sisi.
Okay, that is everything that I have. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And you're welcome to use Kinyarwanda if you'd like to.
Okay, ibi nibyo byose yari afite uyu munsi. Nimba ufite ibibazo wabaza no mu Kinyarwanda nta kibazo.
Any questions? Yes, I
Hari
see.
ibibazo?
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question this time. Like this Zoom meeting for us, me and Laura.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
I'm Hanan, I'm a guardian, we are home alone. I can't do Zoom meeting and help her with her activities. Like today, all activities did not do because I was on Zoom. So I don't know if what we can do. Like we have our schedule here.
Okay.
Now we couldn't respect our schedule because Zoom meeting. So I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry, I could not hear the beginning of your question. Could you type your question or try again? Just the beginning. I didn't hear the problem at the beginning.
Doing Zoom meeting and doing activities at the same time. For me, for us, me and Nora, it's not easy. Like today, we are doing Zoom meeting. If ask if it's possible to send like for all those instructions you give us, and I take care of now. Is it possible?
I'm really sorry. I'm having trouble because you come in and out. Could you type your message in the chat?
Message. I'm coming out that the connection is not good and they have to look of Nora at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Could you type your message in the chat? I think you're saying it's difficult to have Zoom and other activities.
Yeah, Nora activities, classes, Nora activities in the same time. It's not possible for me. It's not easy.
It's not easy for Laura to have Zoom calls.
It is not easy because I have to take care of Nora at home and activities and doing Zoom in the same time.
For Nora's Zoom calls, for her classes.
Sorry?
Do you mean for her classes?
I mean,
Sorry, the audio.
this Zoom meeting,
Yeah, this one.
this one.
Ah, okay.
This one for us is not easy because I'm only with Nora. We are alone.
Right.
I can't do meeting Zoom and her activities
Yeah.
in the same time.
Yeah. This is
I would like to ask.
okay.
Huh?
To ask, yes.
Yeah, I would like to ask if it's possible, like to send when we have meeting, like to send email for all those instructions you give us.
Yes. Yeah. This is only
Yeah.
one time, and we will also share the recording, so you could also look at it again. Okay. Isabel, was there another question?
No, there wasn't.
Oh, okay. All right. And Miss Diana, I saw your hand also.
No, I thought maybe she needed help. I wanted to help her, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it's difficult. And we will share the slides and the recording with everyone so that you can look at it again. So we will share this on Seesaw and with parents.
Thank you too.
And if you would
Okay.
like to be
Thank you.
on Seesaw, please tell your child's parent so that we can add you to the family Seesaw app.
Nimba wifuza kuba kuri Siso, uvugishe umubyeyi kugira ngo atange information yawe n'abagushyira.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms.
Rapoze.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Isabel.
Welcome.
Bye.